Welcome back, people. Where I'm standing now is a difference between 25 degrees and 35 degrees. Here, station, there's airflow, there's a bit of movement. It's hot but bearable. End of the tunnel here. Straight out into it, guys. The fabled heat dome has hit London very hard. 35, 36 already, and we're way before noon. Now, the funny thing is I'm not sure what kind of impact that will have on the numbers of people that we might see out and about and or at Horse Guards, simply because, look, at the end of the day, folks, if you're a tourist, you've got an air-conditioned hotel, you've got a pool downstairs, you've got other options. Why on earth would you subject yourself to this? But then again, you could say the same about me. Why am I subjecting myself to it? Well, people, because of all of you, that's why. There's no such thing as too hot on this channel, at least until we get to 500 degrees, which will never happen. Now, what you might notice, especially when I'm walking, when there's motion, when I'm moving, is that I'm speaking a little less. It's definitely, I think, actually no, I don't think, it definitely is the hottest day that I can ever remember experiencing in the UK. It's a very kind of intense and wild and all-encompassing type of heat. A little bit like going in a mildly prepared sauna, actually, being outside today. Yeah. Amazing thing is how many people are able to deal with it without getting super sweaty. I'm jealous. Very jealous. Remember, guys, to subscribe, like, and hype the video if you can. Another reason today is important to be out is that it's one of, if not the only days, certainly the first this year, quite possibly the first ever. I mean, I certainly don't ever remember it, but the changing of the guard, both at the Palace and at Horse Guards, for what potentially was the first time ever. I honestly don't remember. It could have happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I don't know. So I won't say it's the first time in history, but it could well be the first time in history that the guard has been changed at a different time. What I mean by that, well, the army in London announced yesterday that they would be relieving the pressure on the troops and indeed, of course, the beautiful horses by making one simple change. Instead of the 11 a.m. changes that we typically would get to see, tourists would get to see at the Palace, at Horse Guards, they moved it to 8 a.m. Crucially, with no ceremony, okay? No ceremony. In other words, they would ride straight in to the stables, almost certainly without a dismount, even. Why? Two reasons. First of all, they cannot have troopers in 35 degrees, which would feel like 45 degrees, in the parade ground, potentially falling off horses due to heat stroke, fatigue. Not only would it not look good, logistically it would be a complete nightmare for emergency services if there were 1 or 2 or 3 troopers that potentially fainted and fell off those horses, and that's completely understandable. So straight over from Knightsbridge early this morning before it got super hot, and bear in mind, even 8 this morning, it was still in the high 20s. Crazy, no? So they rode over, and I believe there was no dismount. From what I've been led to believe, there was no dismount, straight into the stables. And then, of course, another regiment, in this case the Blues, would have left. So, yeah, 2 potential records and or unique moments. First of all, this ridiculous heat, hottest day. Oh, he's an MP, an important fellow, look, with a card, ID. Oh, actually, wait, of course they've, wait, let me get around here as quick as possible to avoid, got the pro-EU lot in the centre. Oh my goodness, now we've got music as well. What a mess, hold on guys. Let me try and get through before the potential copyright music becomes an issue. Only problem is most people, the tourists and others, are just kind of hanging around-ish. The reason they've closed the crossing, and I'm not sure if they would have been told, the pro-EU lot seem to have switched off the music, is that, of course, it's Wednesday, so we potentially will have some movement out of Downing Street. I mean, I don't know what he's doing or what's going on, but the fact they've closed the crossing, and looking up here, it also looks like we've got police already situated in the road, would lead one to believe that someone will be heading out potentially to Parliament. I mean, I have no idea if PMQs carries on as normal with, kind of lame duck caretaker prime minister. I mean, one would assume it does, but then again, I thought Parliament was already in recess, so I'm thoroughly vexed about who might or might not be heading in or out of Downing Street. Very curious. I'll ask the officers if I can. I mean, the chance of them telling me is pretty much zero, but it won't hurt to ask. But yeah, they're standing in the centre of the road between the cenotaph and the Women of World War II memorial. Lots of them, actually. Oh, more on the side street here to my right. We've got, it's going to be some kind of VIP convoy. Got somebody with one of those kind of fake lollipop signs as well. They're ready to close the crossing on the street behind me. Very curious. This doesn't even look or feel like a typical kind of PMQ's day. This isn't exactly how they usually do it, the security. Plus, I haven't seen any of those dashingly dressed security chaps. But here we go. 1 second. That's the first outrider. Now, don't worry about the bus, guys. It doesn't have a driver. I mean, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, look, here's the convoy. No idea who's in the vehicles. 1, 2, 3. That looks like the PM's little convoy. I recognise a couple of the faces of the security guys, so where's he going? No idea. I was pretty sure Parliament was already in recess, but then again, I mean, it's possible, I guess, to go to the House to make a statement of some kind if one needs to. I don't know. You tell me, people. What do you think? Why was Mr. Starmer or whoever else in the vehicle? And even more curiously, why have they let... Oh, actually, it's a traffic light. I was going to say, it looked like this coach was parked right across the gates of Downing Street. Oh my golly. I'm just deciding whether or not it's better to go... Yeah, it probably is better to cross at this moment. 1 second. Hold on. Officer, was that the PM's law? I thought Parliament was in recess. Is it?
It was, yeah.
But not to go to PMQs, any idea?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Wait, why? I thought Parliament was done, though, for the...
No.
Oh, okay, interesting. Thank you.
That's all right.
Okay, folks, apparently no, Parliament is not in recess. I thought they'd already broken up for the summer. I mean, Keir's a lazy you-know-what anyway, so it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Okay. Right, hold on a second. I've just walked into... hello. Now I'm really confused. Actually, wait, why is everybody waiting here? I don't get it, hold on. Imagine what the police are having to deal with high-vis, potential in this area, bulletproof vest, etc. Oh my goodness.
So you can't cross right now.
No, how do I get across this way?
You can use that crossing over there, sir.
Oh, okay, so they've still kept it closed, which means everybody's stuck here. Curious, actually, because they've left a gap in the barriering here. So you can still get to the front of Downing Street. So I was thinking, hold on a second, how or why are you able to get in there if it's supposedly locked down? Okay, so if the PM's convoy already left as well, it's a little bit more curious that they're still not letting people in, but I guess the upside is I can go over here into the shade. Oh, great, look at this. The second that he tells me to go across, they open it. Every single time. Oh, goodness me. Architecture, eh, folks? It's the London Eye just beyond, across the river. If I'd only waited 1 more second, he could have said, look, we're just about to open it, as opposed to get over there now. Just my luck. Okay, I have a feeling the ladies in front might be going to see Harry Styles. Just a hunch. A very red face, that lady. But then again, I can hardly say anything in that respect because I've got the same problem. Now, what I'm genuinely wondering, and I promise I don't know the answers to this, is whether or not they potentially would have removed the guard, or if they haven't, potentially will remove the guard simply because of the fact that at these kind of temperatures, in all honesty, it's it's a tough one. I was going to say it's kind of borderline cruel on the troopers, but then again, I'm not a trooper, so I can't really. I mean, it would be for me, I wouldn't be able to do it. But then again, these young gents are super hyper trained and fit. And I dare say if they thought they might have a dizzy spell, might pass out, might fall off the horse, they would alert the MOD or of course push the emergency buzzer. I'm definitely expecting both the horses, there are 2 horses on, I'm definitely expecting both of the horses to be kept, in all likelihood, back in the boxes. Okay, I'm glad we walked along this side. It gives me a few more minutes without being in the absolute glaring heat of the sun. Right, over we go, folks, into Heat Dome Thunderdome. It's wild to think that we're 35 now, and it's not close to the peak. Peak is between 12 noon and 1:30. Time now, 11:30. Probably just about see the time on the clock. Okay, who have we got? Spanish trooper at this end, looking rather dapper. I mean, numbers of tourists are surprisingly healthy. This trooper is looking pretty chill. I'm not seeing like a soaking wet face. Not seeing sweat beads running down on me. Doesn't mean he's not super sticky and feeling uncomfortable up there, but oh my days, even with the hat on, the suntan lotion and everything else, the glaring intensity of the heat is something else today, guys. It's only 5-6 degrees more, I say only, more than Monday, but it might as well be 55 degrees more than Monday. Oh, he just told her to get out of the box. That was the first one, didn't take long, did it? Looks like we got a bit of a Chinese crew in the house here at Horse Guards this morning. I mean, that would explain why there's quite a lot of umbrellas, including one right there poking into the frame. Second. Oh my god, if she hits me again with it. Careful, careful. Fucking hell, honestly. It's at times like this that I'm super glad I've got sunglasses, because so many people with the summer umbrellas, and indeed the winter umbrellas when it's raining, could poke your eye out, I tell you. I don't think we'll be an idiot, but the zoom is active, folks. I don't know if we're going to have typical dismounts as usual. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it in this heat. As I said, I don't even know how long the guard will last, because they've obviously got an upper temperature. Oh, here we go. What is it? I don't understand what it is with the sticking of the tongue out after they get told off. I mean, a little hot though to be stood there. That said, they changed over at 8 o'clock this morning, precisely to kind of, they normally do it at 11, but they changed at 8 this morning for I think maybe the first time ever, just to kind of keep out of the.
But is it not cruel to have them stand there at all?
It's a difficult one, On the one hand, they're the best treated horses in the world. Plus, it's only an hour. But on the other hand, if I were a horse, would I want to stand here? Probably not. I want to be in a field. So it's a 50-50, yeah. Massively so. That said, I feel more sorry for the trooper. I mean, he's got a woolen tunic on, imagine, in this.
It's like being in a sauna.
Yeah, exactly that. I was shocked coming out of the station. The difference between, a shady spot in the station and this has got to be 10 degrees plus today. No, that is just hits you immediately the second you come outside. Crazy. You ladies over from Ireland?
Ireland, yeah. Well, my brother-in-law lives here, so yeah, it's our first. We're going to Harry.
Does it ever get this hot at home?
In Ireland, no.
No, ever.
Well, at the moment, it's only maybe 30, 32, maybe.
Only. I mean, we'd happily swap it for that now, wouldn't we? Flipping up.
Yeah. So not as hot, but yeah.
But I noticed the three of you don't not even have a hat. You kind of deal with the sun. It's okay for you, yeah? It's not like super strong. No?
Yeah, no, it's all
Yeah, it's a
good, yeah.
tough Irish, you see. I'm only 1/4 Irish, so this is why I'm so
okay.
so
No, we
I'm
escape.
so
We get
weak.
so much rain. We escape to the heat always. We're used to Lanzarote heat. So
This is like a
lovely.
pleasant break from the norm, yeah?
It's beautiful. We're ticking the box on all the sides, so it's a hot day today.
It's a difficult one, but I mean, better this than last week's pouring with rain and mess, to be honest.
Absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
at least you've got bright and sunny weather.
I know, we're blessed. It's good. Really good. Enjoy your day.
You too, yeah? Take it easy, guys. Genuinely surprised, in fact, actually, that the Irish lady and her daughters were not wearing headgear. You could see absolutely sweating, beads of sweat, just like me, roasting, and I could feel it running down my face. Oh, hold on a second, what's this? Okay, that's a rather wonderfully framed shot, if I do say so myself. Colours of the saris, magnificent. And I believe that each region of India has a different colour, style, pattern, apparently, on the saris. I remember the ladies telling me that when we had that magnificent morning where we met the huge group of Indian ladies who I thought were out for, it was either International Ladies Day or something. That video is on the front page, guys. It's one of the most popular. It kind of got a little bit well seen in India and in the Indian media. It's odd because it was an old TikTok video in terrible quality, but it did capture a rare moment of thousands of colourful saris here on Whitehall along the horse cards. Very curious thing. Let me go to the other end for a second. Tons of people out and about. I cannot believe people in tour groups today. Oh no, we've got the super strict trooper with a tash at this end who's just told this group, including the gent with the walker, to get behind the line. Ouch. I mean, rules be rules, people. It's as simple as that. Problem with having this trooper and his colleague at the other end is that it's impossible to know which is, look at this guy, looks soaking wet like me. It's impossible to know where is better. I mean, absolutely impossible to know where is better to stand and film. I love the fact that he's still maintaining his posture, his pose, despite the fact that it looks like he just stepped out of the shower. I don't know how to say it's hot in Mandarin. I mean, I wish I did. Oh my goodness, look at this, folks. As if that were not crazy enough, we've got a Chelsea pensioner who is in his finest scarlet overcoat in this. Goodness gracious me, that is utterly extraordinary. Still fit, healthy, and managing to deal with the heat. To give you an idea, just one idea, of how bad the situation is here, folks, so you know I'm not exaggerating, the MOD police are in a vehicle in the corner. Look at this. Ministry of Defence Police in a vehicle, probably obviously to have the aircon on. And can we blame them? Not really, to be honest. That said, if the troopers, a lot of people flaking out in the tunnel, if the troopers can deal with it in the boxes with all that kit, but then again the MOD guys have got all black head to toe, they've got weapons. Obviously if the weapons are in direct sunlight for a long time, they're going to get massively hot. That's really curious. First time I remember seeing the MOD vehicle parked in the corner in the shade. Yeah, look, some tourists have just given up. They're just like, let me sit down. Give me anywhere that isn't the front here, where it's probably 37-ish, maybe 38 already. Bear in mind, this is one of the single hottest spots in all of central London. Why? Reflections, people. Not only is it a massive sun spot, Whitehall, but we've got all of this light-coloured Portland stone. Most of the buildings along here are Portland or similar. Massively reflective of this magnificent sunlight, and the ground just heats up. In addition, we've got tube lines running underneath, expelling heat upward continuously, pretty much 18 odd hours a day. I wish I said all that to the horse. It's amazing how many Spanish tourists we've had visit here and assume that the horses are multilingual. I didn't quite get it. Oh, hold on, what's this? I was thinking we might have had a military coup about to occur, folks. Yeah, they do not want Andy Burnham, Andy Burnham or Keir Starmer at number 10. So just considering whether or not we should have a military dictatorship instead. Crazy as that might sound, and although it will never happen, I think that's happened since Cromwell, they would do a far better job than our useless civilian politicians. Somebody's dropped something on the ground over there. It looks like a dog leash, which one is assuming it can't possibly be, but what's that? Wait, what is it? Oh, it looks like some sort of, I don't know, piece of, just kicking it out of the way so it's way away from the box. Some kind of piece of like cloth, or what do you call it? Like, you know those strings, kind of like bungee type string that people often wrap around luggage or something to keep it closed. I think it's probably fallen off of somebody's luggage at some point this morning. Yeah, bro has perfectly articulated the problem here this morning. It's B for boiling, people. That's the problem here this morning. Let's go back to the other end. Interestingly, at least for the moment, I am the only one that is here filming on this lovely Wednesday. Well, I mean, so filming, I'm pretty much dying. Yeah, on this lovely warm Wednesday. Now this trooper is clearly suffering a little bit more than his colleague. Then again, if the other trooper is indeed part or fully Latin, one would explain quite easily the difference between resistance. I mean, I wish I were Latin, or part Latin. It's a perfect mix, to be honest. Another indication, doors are open on the boxes. Now, I didn't notice that when I first arrived, but I also did not see the stableman, so I'm going to state that the doors have been open since I arrived, which is a good 10-15 minutes. So they're clearly aware of the fact that the horses need a little, at the very least, a little bit of a breeze. Some MOD mandarins spying on the camera on the first floor through the box. Not sure if you can spot the gent up there having a good look. It's like, oh, it's that magnificent fellow that captures our troops performing their service with distinction, honour and merit very regularly, despite temperatures that would not feel amiss in Iraq. I jest, I mean, it's not that bad, but it probably would be easier to have 45 and arid instead of humid. Colorado University, yeah, bro. Yeah, MOD police, smart, to be fair. I mean, I don't know if they've got the engine running for the aircon, but this is a kind of day that I wouldn't mind getting rested, in fact. It could be held in the back of the vehicle in gloriously cool conditions. Now, before any of you wonder, hold on a second. Bro, just push in. Yeah, don't worry, he was just like... Twice he was told. Hey. He's like, hey. Like, oi. Love it. This trooper's got the best vocabulary in terms of minimising the use of words to affect a point. It's hey, oi, you, move, that's it. Most of them single words. And it works, it's very efficient, as you've all seen many times. Back to my point about the MOD. This is one of the most surveilled places, if not in London then the UK, in potentially the whole of Europe. Not only have you got the typical usual Met Police cameras, you've also got governmental systems, facial recognition, I would almost guarantee, along Whitehall. And then you've got a third layer, Ministry of Defence. Now, if that were not enough, On top of that, you've also got the regular public CCTV, which is dotted all over the place, and I dare say London District, i.e. this specific building, has an awful lot. Well, we know it does. I mean, they rewired the whole thing, didn't they, when they redid the boxes? That's why we've got the cameras above each individual trooper in the box. Those were only added 2 years ago when they refurbished over the Christmas break. That's when they completely replaced and upgraded the guard room with a new camera system as well. So MOD officers being in the corner. Oh, this bro is saying to everybody, can't stroke the horses as he's walking by. I'm not sure if he's making a vlog because there was no one even close to stroking the horses, unless I missed it. So the MOD have access to, I'm sure, all or at least most of those systems from their vehicle. It can only be very problematic if there's a major incident in the front here, but then again, as I said, so many cameras, the response time would be pretty damn quick. Now, one question that does keep recurring, guys, in the comments. Ormond. Where is Ormond? Okay, so Ormond is in London, I can tell you that. Ormond was spotted by more than a handful of you at Trooping the Colour. Will we see him on duty here at Horse Guards? Maybe. I mean, ultimately, there's as much chance of seeing Ormond as there is any other horse. They rotate them when they feel the rotation is needed. This one, I'd love to know which one it is. I'm hoping one of you will be able to post it in the comments. I'm too sticky and so on to even dream of... Oh, there's another one. To even... Oh, penny dropped. Oh, horse is taking a massive dump as well. Right in the back of her pictures. Yeah, too sticky, guys, to even dream of touching the other phone. And the screen on the other phone is covered with condensation from my overheating body. Hi, sweetie. I mean, hello, I'm here. That is kind of sweet there. Oh, sweetie. Speaking of sweet, wait. Oh yeah, too late. Anyway, yeah, I did actually enable it today, but then I forgot that I'd enabled it today. Oops. I mean, most people are just standing here in the sun, fanning themselves. I mean, I guess it's not so bad having a mega sweaty face, running makeup, complete disaster look picture here. Better than nothing. I mean, at least it gives you a memory of that disgusting day when you boiled alive here at Horse Guards. How is it that almost every youngster, actually, I guess because they probably watch more social media, the younger folks we see here, so they probably know a little bit more about the line, the box, the rules, should we say, than most people that visit, than their parents, should we say, for example, parents or teachers or guardians or whatever. The most annoying part for me would be the fact that what a smile she's got, amazing. That you could probably feel the sweat beads under the helmet. That said, there is a bit of padding at the front of it. I've tried one of the helmets on before. I'm not sure if that would be sufficient. It's kind of leathery padding that obviously seats the helmet just slightly off of the head. But I'd imagine you still get little sweat beads dripping down, and you've got no way to deal with it. You just have to take it. Oh, very nice. Thank you for your service. And a little nod by that gent. Good thing to see. In fact, lovely thing to see on a day like today, when I'm sure it's even more appreciated than normal. Oh, wow. Okay, that was interesting. Horses bite your face off if you get any closer. Okay, she's got a towel. What's that for? My brow, ideally. Right, the boss is out. He's gone to the other end. Probably gone to this end as well. No idea if he's going to tell them that there's potentially going to be no dismount, that potentially they will be finishing up shortly and there will be no replacement. Anything and everything is possible today, guys, because we are in pretty much uncharted territory. We did have, I think, one, possibly two super hot days last year that touched the mid-30s, but, and again, let's wait and see when the day is finished. But I think today will possibly be the hottest day in a very long time. In other words, a new record. Oh, the only word I picked up there is...
yeah, sorry, you can't cross the white line.
Brilliant, exactly that. You tell them, boss. There she is, the naughty culprit. This one's about to rip the signs off the wall on this side. Word I caught from, or words, how you coping? Corporal of Horse asked the trooper. He said, boss, I would love an ice bath. Can you arrange it for me? Chief is having a little look at his watch as he goes back in. Can she get her grubby hands off the signs or what? Penny just dropped with Blondie that somebody else was already getting the picture. Okay, now it's your turn. In fact, one of my clubs has those exact same satin drapes in the drawing room. Even the colour matches. It's called Royal Off Blue, it's called. Oh, hold on. It's got proper busy at the other end. I'll head to the other end in a second. Oh, please, that's it. Please, please, please. Yes, perfectly done. We don't want another person with a frame or a chair getting in trouble today, do we? Hello to the horse lady on the left. Other end is absolutely chocker. Let's go back there. What happened? I mean, like, wow. It's 7.5 minutes until changeover. And this end is absolutely packed. Look at it. Where did they all come from? I mean, if there was no regular timed guard change at the palace this morning, I'm sort of thinking, how do we get the regular flood of tourists?
Same thing, yeah. Okay.
Got so many Americans here today. Actually, loads and loads. Mainly younger groups. I think there's is there not a concert? Either there was or is, or there are a series of concerts by, I can't remember which pop star it is. Oh, a little bow from the Japanese lady here. Not sure if we caught that. Oh, and another one. Look at this. I like her already. Yeah, the Americans are struggling with the heat. I'll talk to them if they come over. It's a very big group, and they're all kind of in like elegantly full face of makeup in this heat. Like, what? You gotta be joking me, man. Right, here they come. Yeah, just walk in the box. See that she just strolled straight into the box. Annoyingly, folks, hold on. Let's get around a little bit. I don't think I can get the group shot. Hold on, it will be a good one, so it'll be nice to get it in today's video. There it is. Look, ta-da!
Just like camera. Could you turn the other way, Archie? What? I'll turn it that way.
It's like, hold on, is it spring break here in London? Archie's a top man. Yeah, good job. I'm guessing he's a tour guide. Now, luckily, as you saw, the first lady that was very enthusiastic and went straight into the box, didn't get herself shouted at. I mean, that's definitely got to be a good thing, no? She had a very lucky and close escape. All right, here we go. We've had the group shot, now we're going for the portraits.
Então molite se slik, molite da ga nasmijem. Gde se sluša? Molite me slika.
She's in the box. Ah, goodness. She's still... Oh, he said, I'm not going to say it again. Yeah, move it. And you were thinking the same thing, weren't you? I could tell from the smile. It's amazing how many people don't get it.
I know.
I mean, it's like, hello, what do you think it's for?
It's actually half the reason I wanted to come here, just to see how stupid people would be.
I mean, you got a perfect example, you know, not to disparage this American group, but you saw it firsthand.
Because the sign's not big enough.
A lot of people are starting to wonder whether the tourists are actually thinking that they're supposed to step on the white line for their pictures.
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess that's not entirely an incorrect assumption, but... Kiwi, I'm guessing.
Australian.
Australian? No.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had to guess, you know, the least likely. I always get it wrong.
It's funny because when we're not here, people think either English or American.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. How you do with this? I mean, is this proper hot? Were you expecting this kind of heat?
This is hot. Yeah. No, this is hot. This is like the worst for Australian summer as well.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
In further north, it's like constant. This is cool.
Which part of Australia you guys?
Sydney.
From Sydney, yeah?
And we live on the beach, so it's much cooler.
So this is like our hottest.
Wow, so hold on a second. So if you were in Sydney right now, it will probably be a little bit more comfortable and manageable even than this madness, yeah?
Well, right now it's
It's
winter,
winter for us.
but it's still 25 degrees.
Damn. What about height of summer? What are we talking as a top? 35, 40?
It's generally around high 20s, but like hot,
Hot
it
days,
does get up to
yeah.
40.
Which feels worse though, this or an Aussie summer?
I think this, because it's more humid.
Yeah, that's the
Where
thing, isn't it?
At home, it's more just hot air, dry,
Yeah.
rather than humidity.
Yeah.
Stickiness is something else though on a day like this.
Oh yeah.
And it's
sure.
still early. It's not even, it's not even noon. I reckon we're going to hit
I
like
know.
38, 39
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Madness.
We were saying we reckon it's worse today than it was yesterday.
We
Yeah.
definitely didn't expect coming to London and being in this weather.
You book a holiday to London precisely to get away from super hot weather, no?
Yeah, we definitely did not expect it. First time here too, so it's like crazy.
How much longer have you got though before you go back to Australia?
Back to Australia, probably another month and a half, 2 months.
Oh, so you're going to get
We're not in here for long. We're only here for 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So we leave for Norway in 2 days.
And then
Oh
we
wow.
head to Asia to break up the jet lag, then home.
Wow. Thailand.
Yep.
Thailand and then Indonesia.
Yeah, you'll love it. In fact, I did Thailand in January, February. Wow.
I haven't been yet.
Proper disgusting hot, but
Yeah.
just incredible.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, but the flights are, right to break it up. The flight is just, even split it in half, it's a proper killer.
Yeah. We'll
You
be
know?
doing Italy to Thailand and then to Bali obviously isn't very long and then to home from Bali isn't long either.
Hard month ahead you go. How are you going to manage all this
I
stress,
know.
all of these locations?
I know.
And we've already been traveling for about 2 months.
Almost 3.
Oh, wow.
We came
Yeah.
from Mexico to Spain.
We did South America initially, then Mexico, then
Yeah.
What's the best thing or your favourite thing that you've seen so far on your travels?
that's hard.
Other than London, of course.
So far, yeah. I mean, honestly,
Patagonia.
Yeah?
Patagonia,
Yeah.
but Mexico shocked me a bit. That was great.
I mean, I love Mexico. It's my second time there.
I didn't expect to love Mexico.
But
You
I
think
love
it'd be
Patagonia.
like kind of maybe a little bit dangerous, a little bit edgy, but it turned out to be pretty chill.
Everyone was extremely friendly, like,
Because we went to Mexico City, I feel like the south of Mexico isn't as crazy and dangerous. Like
Yeah.
I traveled around when I was 19 in Mexico, down south of Mexico for like over a month, and I never felt unsafe. It was
Damn,
beautiful.
you Aussies just like super intrepid, just like, you know what? Cartels,
yeah, literally.
military coups, bring it on.
Why not?
Change the horses in 2 minutes. So,
I don't know if you've seen it, ladies, but you're allowed to go in the yard and watch the changeover in there. That's why all the tourists around the edges.
Oh,
Better
okay.
view.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Yeah, you've got to run through the gates now, otherwise they'll.
Before the,
I'm not tricking you, I promise. You're allowed.
Thank you.
Enjoy, yeah. I'm kind of tempted myself. It's a corporal of horse. Yeah, sorry, he said to them too late about to change the horses. That's a pity. He did say in 2 minutes, so I thought that they would be good. I wasn't trying to trick them. That's unfortunate because I was tempted to dash in there myself. Actually, that's a pity. That is a real pity. Oh, Pagan, guys, is back today. The rare, spectacular, unique and beautiful Pagan. And Pagan is going into the other box as well. I'm not going to move just in case I can't get a clear spot like I've got now. Pagan's super chill. Okay, anyway, good to see the MOD officers out of their vehicle for the change. I mean, it'd be odd if they were still sat in the car during the changeover, would it not? Gosh, the Aussie ladies must be having an amazing time. Imagine that. Wow. Mexico, Europe, more Europe, Asia, for several months. Incredible. Yeah, so Pagan's heading into the other box. I promise we'll go and have a little look at her shortly. I did notice actually, whilst I was talking to the ladies, a couple of people were told to move, were they not? By this trooper. A couple of people got over the line. This trooper did not sweat for even a second, visually, anyway. Okay, so we'll definitely be heading to Pagan end in just a moment. Horses are very chill today. I'm guessing the heat. Yes, I mean, of course they could get a little bit stressed and think, you know what, I don't want to work, but no issues at all thus far. What are we, 30, 40 minutes in? Not a single issue with either horse, other than the one that tried to, I wouldn't quite say nip, but, you know, kind of gave a little bit of tooth to one of the tourists. Okay, Billabong bro here hasn't realised the guard change is still on. Now, there is the spectacular Pagan. Oh yeah. Got some tour guide turning up now with a very, very loud tour guide. I don't recognise, with a rather large piece of pink fabric on a stick. Okay, dismount's done. 2 horses are going back in. Kicking off behind me as usual. What a surprise. Corporal of Force pointed at the horse, said to a trooper, either in the shade or keep him in the shade, one or the other. The word shade was clearly mentioned. I'm sure that that was picked up by the microphone even. Okay, another tour guide. This is a very regular group that's coming through now. It won't be a Chinese group. You just missed it by 30 seconds, no?
I know.
Sorry.
That's okay. It was good to know.
No, but I didn't want him to be like, you know, you can't go in. Oh God, Here we go. Even more.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. Straight in the box, folks. Oh.
I already got it.
I don't think though the trooper we're looking at now. Oh, he saved her. He will tell them to move, but he won't shout very loudly, folks. Now, I haven't forgotten about Pagan. We'll head to that end shortly. No rush, because we've got an entire hour of Pagan. And if I'm still upright, I will...
See you later.
Have a good one, yeah? I will go for a part 2. Wow, another amazing family shot, group shot, like we've seen multiple times, in fact, this week, actually. Really good to see the happier moments. Some people approach super fast. I'm convinced they're going to march straight up to the horse and pat it, and then they abruptly stop. Yeah, the trooper we're looking at now is the lady trooper, the lady Fijian trooper that we spotted last week. And I did mention that she is new to me, to the channel, but one or two of you kindly mentioned that she has been here at Horse Guards before, during the time that I was away, so potentially in the regiment for more than a year. Now, she did tell people to get out of the box and to move back when we saw her last week. I don't remember, in all honesty, whether it was sort of loud verbal are quite gentle, but we're going to find out. Can't see which trooper yet. We've got the other end, but I'm going to go and find out after this lady. Let's have a little peek, guys, at beautiful Pagan. Now, the good thing about having Pagan out is that because this horse is utterly unique, there's no other horse even close to this one. Not only because of that glorious marbling, this horse is also a mare, but a very, 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 very chill temperament as well. A kind of, you know what, I couldn't care less type of temperament. Now let's see if we can get a perfect picture of Pagan. That's a lot of P's. Easier said than done, actually. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not sure if it's a bit of a Grease reenactment here today. Pink ladies. Okay, Stableman's coming out. Without water. I'm reasonably sure, although I can't look over there, state 100%, that sounded, in the distance did it not, like the lady trooper shouting, "Get back." But then I glanced that way, she says it, and I don't see anyone. Wait, hold on a second. Day 3, the Japanese lady is back again. Wait, hold on a second. I mean, she might have been here yesterday when I wasn't, for all I know. Yep, she's back. So she's going to be in yet another video. Guys, yeah, maybe try not to knock the signage off the wall. Yeah, if that was the lady trooper shouting, "Get back," no, there was no one there. Nobody moved. I didn't see anyone run, so I'm a little bit confused. Maybe somebody tried to walk into the box from behind, I don't know. Or am I imagining it? Did we hear a very loud "Get back" from a female? I'm sure we did. Maybe a tourist. Uh-oh. So once he told her, oh, and she moved. Get out of the box, please. I mean, that's, you know, beyond polite, is it not? That's incredibly polite and kind. I think we might well have spotted, actually, the 2 biggest Royal Horse Guards fans in the whole of Asia, if not all of Japan. This is the third time that I've got them on camera here, so I dare say they've been here several times when I've not been here. Fantastic, is what I say to that, because you know what? Why not? And she's even bought a little guard teddy to attach to her handbag. Still trying to get a smile out of God, and still not managing it. The self-control, stony face self-control is a wonder. Hey girls, welcome back. Hey, all good?
Good, yeah.
Crazy hot though, no, today. Like it's too hot. Had a good day today so far.
Yes,
Yeah?
good day, yes. Very nice day.
Still trying to make them smile. He's smiling inside, I promise. He's definitely smiling inside. Enjoy. You too. Oh, the enthusiasm, in fact, their enthusiasm is kind of sweet, I'll be honest. It's pretty sweet. Okay, so back at this end, we've now got officers in the car in the corner, and we've got 2 officers who are on foot just beyond the gate on the right-hand side of the frame. So it looks like 3 or 4 officers potentially swapping around it, maybe every 15 to 30 minutes between the air-conditioned car and the midday heat, folks, because we're now very close to what will likely be the peak. I mean, now or in the next 60 minutes. keep an eye actually on the time on the video. Where are we at? 49. Okay, that's good. I'll run this until an hour and then decide whether or not the part 2 is smart. Gigantic group of Frenchies just turned up. In fact, look, it's massive. I'm not sure whether they're all waiting for this guy to move, but the entire group. Oh, actually, wait, I think the teachers explained to them about not going to the box area because they're all in front of me. Their little heads around the edge of the box. So many very kind and polite and respectful Japanese we are seeing in the last week or two. Almost seems like the Chinese have finished to be replaced by. She just like pushed the kids out of the way. Keeping the camera over there. They're very young. The kids in front. And if they're not standing next to the horse, they don't need to be in the frame. Oh, True. Yeah, she's telling them, look, out of the box, step back, please. Teacher's doing or trying her best to keep them out, but it's quite a big group. Wait, the group's walked off. Wait, is that? Yeah, in fact, yeah, they're French speakers. It's got to be part of the group. I'm just thinking, like, she's pushing the kids, but the kids walked off and she didn't follow them.
Stay safe, buddy.
Stay safe, buddy. Respect. A nice guy. Oh, hold on, wait. Another big group just arrived and are very enthusiastic about the fact that there is a horse.
I'll send you a video, okay?
I don't understand though why you'd take the trouble of bringing a little USB portable fan and completely forget to bring a hat or even water for that matter. No idea where that group are from. I can kind of hear some of what they're saying. It doesn't sound familiar to me. Language. Oh, her friend saved her. She was just walking into the box. Who's next? Generally, oh, this in fact it's a group from Germany. The words out. I mean, I'm not really sure about exactly why you'd want the same picture twice, but with the same facial expression. I mean, at least they're out of the box, and the whole group are super sweet. No hats, no head coverings. Crazy. In this heat, really, 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 really crazy. In all honesty, just like wow. Oh, this this brunette's in the box. Get ready. Sort of disappointed look. She's being fair to them, but she's telling them to get back in a polite and restrained tone. We know she's got a great voice. At least now the rest of them saw it, and It seems they've taken note. Now, I did post a little video from before of the horses, 2 of them being offered water some time ago. Can't remember which summer it was. And the horses refusing. Partly to demonstrate that, look, even when it's boiling hot, doesn't necessarily mean if they bring water, the horses will even want to consume it. They're very fussy for whatever reason. I don't know, colour of the bucket, scent on the bucket. The water itself, no idea what it is, but we've seen multiple times when there have been attempts to water the horses, that the horses have refused the water. However, many of you have mentioned that the horses have been watered and or rubbed down late in the afternoons when I haven't been filming. Now, that's all well and good, but it doesn't explain why they would not get watered down, wiped down and or watered during the peak temperatures of the day. In other words, basically now, through to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, etc. Yeah, no idea. Dare say there's a reason, but I don't know what it is. I absolutely don't know what it is. Actually thinking about it, guys, I should have been smart today and bought an umbrella now. I'm actually surprisingly, at least I think I am managing it quite well today's heat. Yeah, I'm hot and sweaty, but it's all right. Even the kids holding up, which is something of a minor miracle. Pagan is chill as ever. And again, they've left open the doors for both of the boxes. I don't even want to think about what it says on the thermometer. I don't want to sort of go over and stick my nose in it when it's not a guard change because it looks a bit odd. I don't like getting that close. There's also the issue of the fact that the police are in the yard in the vehicle, so another reason that potentially they might not appreciate me going too close. Great view though through the box and beyond, number 1. Also notice, that's a coach, that isn't one of them, but there have been a coach bringing tourists through London. Been a bunch of new trips added through. I can't remember the name of it, I saw one yesterday. Like sort of super luxurious fine dining buses. There was always one, I can't remember what it was called, Metronome or something. But there are now a couple of new ones serving 3-4 course meals in air-conditioned luxury whilst you get driven around central London. I mean, I'm not sure whether it's something I would recommend, simply because 1, I haven't done it myself, so can't really comment on the quality of the food, but, and no disrespect to the company or the chef, I would find it quite hard to eat and focus on what I'm eating and enjoying it at the same time as, you know, browsing the views of London from the windows. I mean, you can't really do, I would presume, both at the same time. I mean, you can enjoy the sights or you can enjoy the food. If you're on the move, you're going to want to keep looking outside now and not really focus on what's on the plate. Got the Italians this time. Veni, veni to you as well. Veni, vidi, vici. Yes. The Romans, that is. Oh. Well, I mean, and the British, but a lot later. Came, saw, and conquered.
Wow.
Chic. Yes, in fact, you do look quite chic today. Bro. He didn't realise, but his dad was like the one saying, no. Notice the trooper just about to shout at him. Unfortunately, we just missed some, I would guess, either Nigerians or Ghanaians in national dress at the other end. I'm guessing potentially this family might well be from Canada. Just a wild guess. You know, I might be completely mistaken, but it's just a hunch. Wait, let's see if they're still here, whether they move. Oh yeah, they are. They are over at the back. Look. Just kind of caught it. Just. Sorry, a little bit late for that one, guys. Apologies. I think they finished their pictures. That's a shame, actually. You're not disturbing. I was just thinking to myself, I haven't seen such beautiful colours here in a while. Wow. Very polite as well, the lady. Let me ask, in fact, and this guy's got it right. Little towel around his neck. My money would be on, I think, Ghana to start with. Polishing involved in this presentation is taken more seriously. Guard regiment takes a long time to polish. Where are you from? Ghanaian? Ghana?
Yeah, no, we're from Nigeria.
That was my second guess. Okay, Nigerian, yeah.
I know you're looking at
really, the colours, yeah, the brightness, in fact, it lights up this place.
Thank you.
Enjoy, yeah? Hey, I mean, you know, I can't always get it right, folks. Fantastic. To be honest, it was the accent. It didn't sound like kind of classic, heavy, kind of, Igbo, Yoruban, Nigerian, but... Oh, hold on, Theo's here with the James Blunt anecdote. Oops. If I start massively mispronouncing things, then I'm going to realise I might be getting a little teeny bit of heat stroke. So I'm certainly going to keep an eye on my own heat levels. I feel fine, drinking plenty, more than enough liquids. I bought a 2-litre bottle, and I can feel on my back from the weight it's still at least half full. There's a tour group, language group, some like private school. Oh. It looks like lots of potential new guards in the yard. I only say that because one looks very familiar. Missed it. I'm not going to run in there and stick the camera in their face. Great to see that the lady trooper has no issue at all dealing with everybody, kids or adults, equally firmly. Oh, wait, she's got a little London guidebook. I guess that's a good thing to hold up when you're in London, of all places, is it not? You can't tell actually. Ukrainian or Russian, maybe, the group. And then she's saying, the teacher said a few times, like, so, which means like, you finished, you're done. Unless I'm mishearing. Oh, Miss Chic is back on the right. Actually, no, that definitely is not Russian. Actually, in fact, I give up. I don't know which language that is, folks. Actually, probably Ukrainian. Though, if "so" is the same word in Russian, maybe Ukrainian. I don't know. I don't think it's the same word, actually.
Ready? 3,
Right here, you're fine, right there.
That briefly
Hey, whatever.
made me think what's going on there. Lucky that guy's his father. I was just like, hold on, what? Very curious thing to see, in all honesty, that was. Who's next? Lipton iced tea, smartest tourist we've seen so far. That's exactly the best thing to drink, that or raw coconut water. In fact, you know, if I were super rich, I'd fill my 2-litre pack with raw coconut water every morning before I come out, and ice cubes. But you know what? That would probably cost about 30 quid per shot for 2 litres. A little bit rich for my liking every day. But if we do have any coconut water manufacturing PR departments watching the channel, hey, I'm up for it. I'll do it for free, for unlimited coconut water. How about that? Healthy sponsor for the channel. And notice we occasionally have a senior citizen or two meandering through the box. The lady trooper, bless her, is not shouting at and alarming them, because it's not an intentional act of disrespect or defiance. It's an honest mistake. I know some of the troopers are very strict about anyone marching through this kind of far side of the box, and that's fine. Box is the box, but I also understand why some prefer to let it slide. Because the box, guys, it might not look it on a lot of the videos, but the box itself is actually a very, very large space. I'm thinking potentially 3 meters diagonally. Very hard to gauge without having a tape measure, but 2.5, 3 meters diagonally. Now, I don't know what that would equal as a square footage in the box. I'm sure one of you can quickly calculate that or paste it into Gemini or Claude or whatever. But it occupies a fair portion, more than 50, considerably more than 50%. I'd wager 60, 65%, maybe even 70% of the available space between the walls either side of the box and the bollards. In other words, it takes up, going from the box all the way to the road, not far off 50% of the available public highway. It's you know, it's quite a chunk that the army managed to persuade Westminster Council to let them, what's the word I'm looking for, borrow, because they are already borrowing it. I mean, fundamentally they are already borrowing it. They don't own it and never will. It's a public highway, which is curious because at the moment, you know, arguably the horse's front hooves are in public. The horse's body and rear hooves are standing on or above occupying private land. This is where a lot of the confusion has arisen in terms of what is and isn't possible here, what the rules are, and whose purview it is to enforce them. Curious, eh? Okay, so back at this end with Pagan, and I will be finishing up shortly, folks. I didn't think, in all honesty, that even the kit would have held up for this long in this heat. Hello, random bro. Don't worry about the guy that's already getting awkward. Some random stranger just walks in to the back of the shot. Very curious. Oh my gosh, I'm leaning against the bollard, and it's actually warming up my bum, as if it were not hot enough. The bollards are absolute fire. I guarantee you, folks, if you brought along actually, wait, I'm not even going to say it. I don't want to give any dumb food influencers any ideas. Let's just say you could fry more than one item of food here without the need for fuel. Oh, it's the ballerina-esque tour guide. How do these tour guides manage to do it, folks? You know, day after day, this heat, this number of people, the noise, the pollution, the everything, to be honest. It's noon, and yours truly will be finishing up this part 1 shortly. Part 2 still up in the air. I'm thinking that, to be honest, it's so hot now that even if they don't remove the horses, the tourists will suddenly thin out hugely now that the morning royal deeds are done. I mean, it doesn't really matter because there's always next time. And I've just noticed actually we've gone over an hour and 10 minutes for this one. Longer than I had anticipated, in all honesty, folks. But there we are. Enjoy the 70 minutes on what has been the hottest day that thus far we've had this year. If not, and we'll know later when it's announced on the news, if not the hottest British June day in history. Mad but true. Back soon, people. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep cool. Bye for now.